All right, so today we're going to dig into something called the Scaling Local High-Ticket Closer Academy. And we're doing this by looking only at their own materials. We're going to see what they're actually selling, who they think is a good fit, and what this whole big mission they talk about is all about. So let's jump right in.
Okay, the very first thing that grabs your attention is this number right here. ScalingLocal isn't shy about it. They put this promise right out there. The potential to make somewhere between $300 and $600 every single day. I mean, that's the main hook you see over and over. So let's figure out how they say you can do that.
And you know, it's not just about the cash. They tie that income promise to a massive lifestyle perk, the ability to work from anywhere, right from your own home. So, what they're really selling isn't just a boost to your wallet, it's a total overhaul of your day-to-day life.
But wait, it doesn't even stop there. They say that for the real top dogs, the ones who really crush it, the sky's the limit. I mean, according to their own documents, the very best closers could possibly pull in $1,000 in one day. Now that is a bold claim.
Okay, so that immediately begs the question, right? How on earth do you make $1,000 a day? What is this job? Who are they even looking for? And what's the catch? Let's break it all down.
So this whole program is designed to turn you into what they call a certified remote high-ticket closer. Basically, your job is to get on the phone with businesses and sell them premium, high-value services. And the best part? You get a cut, a commission on every single deal you close.
All right, this is where it gets super interesting, because they're really clear about who they want, and maybe more importantly, who they don't want. They actually say you don't need to have a sales background. You don't need to be some super confident extrovert, and you don't need a flawless resume. So what do you need? Well, they say it comes down to 4 things: being consistent, being coachable, having a good attitude, and being able to dedicate at least 4 hours a day to this.
Okay, so what's the price of admission? Let's get right to it. There is an upfront cost. The tuition for this 6-week program is right there in black and white, $1,200.
And of course, they immediately put that cost right next to the potential earnings. See what they're doing? The whole pitch is, hey, if you're making $300 to $600 a day, you could make back your entire investment in, what, just a handful of days? That's the math they want you to do.
But then, the whole conversation takes a really interesting turn. It pivots away from just making money for yourself and towards something, well, something a lot bigger. The whole thing is wrapped up in this mission they call Rebuild Local.
And here's the founder himself, Marshall Walter Van Fleet, spelling it out. He says, we built ScalingLocal with one mission: to rebuild local economies by empowering everyday people. All of a sudden, this isn't just a sales training program anymore. It sounds more like a movement, right?
And they paint a really clear picture of the battle they're fighting. It's classic David versus Goliath. On one side, you've got the giants, you know, the big tech platforms, the huge corporate chains. And on the other side, the locals, your neighborhood mechanic, your family dentist, the small businesses that are, as they put it, getting squeezed out.
And they really drive home why this matters. They say, look, these local spots are the heart and soul of our towns. They're the ones creating jobs for our neighbors, sponsoring the kids' soccer teams, paying local taxes. They keep the money right here in the community.
So, the big question is, how do they actually turn someone into one of these agents for local businesses? Well, that's where their training program comes in. They call it the 6-week transformation. And if you look at how the 6 weeks are laid out, it actually makes a lot of sense. They start with the inner game. Week 1 is all about getting your mindset and identity right. Then they start building the practical skills on top of that. Influence, their sales system, how to dominate objections. And it all culminates in the final weeks, which are all about closing deals and getting that certification.
And they're totally upfront about where they get their ideas from. I mean, they're pulling from the heavy hitters. You've got Tony Robbins-style techniques for mindset, Jordan Belfort, the Wolf of Wall Street guy for tonality drills, and Grant Cardone for closing. It's like a greatest hits compilation of modern sales gurus, and they back it all up with a library of more than 60 scripts to handle objections.
Okay, so the training sounds intense, but what happens on the other side? This is where their materials really focus on the payoff, right? They feature these incredible success stories of people who went from trainee to high-ticket closer. So, let's meet Dave. His before picture is a warehouse worker, kind of stuck, making $19 an hour with no real freedom. The after picture, according to them, he's now pulling in $600 to $900 a day. And listen to his quote. It's not just about the money. He says, I didn't just learn sales, I found myself.
See, that positions this whole thing as a personal transformation, not just a career change.
Then you have Melody's story. She's a single mom, working 2 jobs, just trying to get by and never really getting ahead. Her journey is all about finding that stability. And now, she's consistently in that $300 to $600 a day zone.
And this line from her story, wow, it just hits you. Her kids watch her win now every day. That's powerful. It's not about the paycheck anymore. It's about her kids seeing their mom succeed. It's about connecting that professional win with personal pride.
So, when you put it all together, it's pretty clear what they're doing. They're leading you to a crossroads, a clear choice. Path number 1, stay exactly where you are. Path number 2, step up and claim your potential, just like Dave and Melody supposedly did.
So, after digging through all their own words, we're left with this one big question. Is this just a sales program designed to make you a bunch of money? Or is it a real, genuine movement to save local businesses? The way they tell it, it's not an either-or situation. They want you to believe it's both, that your personal success is the very thing that fuels this much bigger, more important mission.